first question was, who is Delusional?
Well, delusional is clearly me. um,
Yeah.
the name came from doubters and naysayers, and people used to call me delusional for wanting to be a rapper, and if I had any success in it. So I just took the name and ran with it, and here we are.
That's nice. Um, you can tell us some more about your music career, like how you started, what you've been through, like what we talked
Okay.
about, but try to
All right.
summarize. Yeah.
So I started my first rap was written in 1998. I was 12.
All right.
Um, I didn't start taking it seriously until about 2004 when I dropped my first album called The Platinum Punk, which was like a punk rock and hip hop fusion.
Okay.
And so and then during that time I got with Insane Clown Posse and them and started recording with Jump Steady, who is Violent J from ICP's brother.
Okay.
And he did an album and I was featured on the album, and I was also his hype man during that time. And it gave me a huge amount of notoriety with the Juggalos, which is their fan base. And to this day, I still get a lot of respect and love from the Juggalos. So, it's awesome, bro. And then, I dropped my second album. I did the Dirty White Boys group around 2005, 2006. Eventually, we got signed with Universal. Um, and we went on MTV Spring Break with tour with Little Flip in Mexico and the southeastern US. And things were looking lovely. But during that time, I started getting on drugs and selling drugs, and so that stopped my growth because I got caught by the police, and I ended up going to jail, and I had pending cases, so I couldn't leave the state, much less leave the country. So I couldn't go back out on the next MTV Spring Break tour, and it kind of messed things up.
All right. That's nice. Okay. Then we go to the sec. I want to make it brief as possible.
Right.
Like the same questions. What does sobriety mean to you?
To me, sobriety means just being clear-headed and having your focus and being driven. You know, um, there's some people can't control their drug intake, and like me, and like many others.
Yes.
And so you have to cut it out of your life in order to be able to prosper.
True that.
So yeah, so I mean, sobriety means to me just focus and having an end goal instead of just kind of rolling through life waiting for the next bad thing to happen.
Ah, I know what you mean. That's nice. Lovely. Uh, how about the road? How bad down the road did drugs take you? Like, how bad was
How,
it? Your breaking
oh,
point? Yeah.
it was bad, man. I mean, eventually I got on methamphetamines, and that destroyed me, man. And I was still doing music, but if you were to look back and listen to the music that I was doing at that time, you can really tell that I was on drugs. And there's even songs where, like a song I did called "I'm Gone" with Crunchy Black from 3 6 Mafia. It's all about being on drugs, and it's now, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful song, bro. The song is awesome, but it really like glorified the bad part of drugs.
Right.
And it destroyed me, bro. It cost me almost two and a half, let's say, major deals with first Universal, then Warner Brothers, and then E1. It came later on, and this is all for the Dirty White Boys group. But
All right.
because of me, it all got messed up. And well, because of drugs and me, it got messed up.
Yeah.
So it got deep, bro. Like it destroyed some of my dreams, bro. And that's all on me, and I had to accept that.
I understand. That's very powerful. How are you managing to stay sober, clean? You know,
Um, Honestly, just having my goals and the end game goal in mind keeps me sober. I know that once I go off and start doing drugs, all that'll be thrown out the window. If I was just one of the type of addicts that could just do it on the weekend and be okay, that'd be one thing. But I'm not. I had 1,000 is never enough, they say. So I have to just remain vigilant and watchful and just have the end goal in mind before I make a stupid decision.
same here. Abstinence works for me. You know,
Right.
our drugs right now is music and life.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, music
like
is definitely the therapy.